Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland. This part of the video is going to be post-commentary. Basically all I did was go back to a few courses that I had previously showed in the video before this one, and I had completed them already with one playthrough, but I'm going back because there's a few of these where I either didn't get the best or the fastest time that's required, because there's actually missions that require you to get one time and then another time, so essentially there's two missions. For this course right here, I'm doing Fantasy Meadows. In addition to the two standard times that you have to complete, you also have to complete each course using one specific air ride machine. For Fantasy Meadows, it's required to get at least 23 seconds or quicker with the Wagon star in order to clear the mission, which I just showed. And I cut ahead here up to Celestial Valley. This is the same exact machine I used last time, but I don't know what I did exactly for sure that I messed up. I think it was just from not being in the air enough, because when you're in the air with the wing star, you actually do go quicker. And it actually proves to be one of the better air ride machines to get a fast time on Celestial Valley. So that's essentially what I'm showing here. If you take the route that I go, this is the quickest route that I've been able to discover for this course. You want to use the wing star. You don't have to, but it seems to be one of the better air ride machines. You could also use the Jet Star if you have it, but at this point in the game I have not unlocked it yet, so I had to complete it with the Wing Star instead. The Jet Star does give you an easier time now, because the Jet Star goes really fast when it's in the air. Much like the Wing Star, but it's even faster. But here I have the checklist showing where I completed it. And I cut ahead to one more playthrough of Frozen Hillside. Again, I'm just using a machine that I had previously used, but I'm completing it again so that I can get a faster time and get the other mission. See, as I was saying, these courses, they'll have like one time you have to clear, and then there's another faster time. So it's almost like an easy time and a hard time that you have to clear, and then the mission will be completed. You can mark it off the checklist. They're not too bad of times. There's a couple that'll be coming up when I switch to live commentary that'll give me a bit of a struggle. But I think it's everyone in general who has a tough time with it. Because I've played numerous laps of this, and this is a game I've played for a very long time, but there are a couple missions that just give you a really tough time trying to complete. But that'll be for when I showed them. But this is really about it. I was able to do them all within one lap, so that actually worked out to my advantage pretty well. Okay, this is it for the post-commentary. I will see you back with live commentary. Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland, and what you just saw was a couple missions that I decided to do quickly before actually starting the rest of the free runs that I can do at this point for Kirby Air Ride. It's just going to be tacked on the beginning. I might have like a small post-commentary to complement that. It actually went very well, I have to admit. I just went back and did the missions where either I had to use a specific star to complete a mission, such as the Fantasy Meadows case, or I just completed the second requirement, because I did discover all of the courses, with the exception of the hidden course, for a free run have two times that you must clear. So there's like a standard time, and then there's like a, what I like to call, slight expert staff time, maybe? I don't know how to describe it, but basically, like, for example, for Fantasy Meadows, one time you have to clear a lap for 24 seconds, and then the other requires 21. So all I can really say, you know, is it's the same with all the courses. And then they all have one unique special time that you have to clear with a certain air ride machine, depending on if you have it or not. So that's why I was able to show the Wagon star for Fantasy Meadows. The other courses, I don't have the machines ready to demonstrate them yet, so we're not going to worry about it at this point in the game. But let's go ahead and move on with where we left off. I'm on Frozen Hillside because that was the last thing I did before starting this recording. Let's go to Magma Flows here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think for this course you want to use Swerve Star again. Okay, I might be wrong on that, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a go anyway. I mean, what can I say? It's a Swerve star. Everyone loves a Swerve star. You gotta get a Swerve star. Swerve star, Swerve star. Go, Swerve star, go! Okay, no more of that. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I was actually watching Ace Ventura: Pet Detective recently, so that's got that on mind. I love that part of the movie. For anyone who's wondering, the second one specifically, When Nature Calls, it's the one where he goes to Africa to solve the mystery behind the Great White Bat, aka Shikaka. But in that movie, like at the beginning, one of the first scenes, he's at like a Buddhist monk temple, and there's like 1,000 stairs literally that they have to scale. Him and Greenwald, I'm pretty sure the other guy's name is Greenwald. I should know it because I just seen it. I'm gonna do one more lap too, just to make sure, because as usual, your first lap is never the best. Knowing that, I'm almost positive there's one mission that's like under a minute, so we're gonna see if we can get that. And somebody is shooting outside. It's not even deer hunting season yet. They must be either sighting their gun or something. But anyway, I was talking about the scene in the movie. He gets a slinky out, and he literally has the slinky start at the very top of these huge, humongous steps, and it goes clear from the top down to the bottom, except it does not get to the very last step at the bottom. It actually halts. And he's like, "Can I try it one more time?" I'm sure you can find that on YouTube if you want to see what I'm talking about. I think most people know what that movie is, though, but in case you don't, look it up. I swear you will laugh. And yes, I was right about the time. So with that said... Oh, it was minute 1. Well, I was close. But there you have it. That's Magma Flows. Next we got Beanstalk Park. Okay, for this one, I'm shuddering a bit at this one. By the way, let's switch to Blue Kirby, because we can. One of the missions does require the Wing Star specifically, and the Wing Star actually does really good on this course as it is, so kind of coincidental that I'm able to use it here. But in addition to the 2 regular lap times, one mission requires you to use the Wing Star to complete a lap in under 58 seconds. I'm very positive that's what the time is. And you want to go up this Ferris wheel, because it is the quicker of the 2 routes. The Wing Star does terrible going the other way. Just FYI, and I actually messed up there. I should have been gliding in the air coming around that little donut-shaped path there. Ah, I missed the railing. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do too well in this lap, because I already did 2 errors. But this particular mission with the Wing Star might end up taking a while, so FYI. If it does take too much time, I will cut the footage out. And I did discover those railings there, you could take one of 2 paths. Oh wow, that was terrible time. You could take one of 2 paths. The 2 on the left take a little longer than the 2 on the right. I did discover. It's just a smidge longer, but a smidge of time goes a long way. So keep that in mind. And, oh shoot, well, you're about to discover. See, you kind of spaz out on this hill here. So that's not good. Okay, we are going to navigate that and not run into the wall like a maniac. Can we get in the air, possibly? These vines, I guess they are, as soon as you cross them, they function just like a regular rail. As soon as you cross them, though, and you get off at the other end of it, it kind of functions as a sort of lift that you can take off from and get in the air. You want to get the Wing Star to be in the air as much as possible, because it will glide faster than if it's on the ground. The boost panels help, though, too, so keep that in mind. This is going to be terrible. Okay, at least we went the right way this time. Okay, now as soon as we get off that Ferris wheel pod, I should be able to get near like I just showed there. Even if you're not near for the whole curve, a little bit's better than none. But I need to get on this railing, because this rail does save a lot of time. Okay. We're getting real close on the time. I don't know if I can make it this lap or not. Can we make it? Can we make it? Oh, that'd be so nice. I don't think we're going to, though. We're not going to, I can already tell. Gotta keep trying. Okay, and you people are going to watch me as I go through this little tedious process here. So you get to understand my suffering behind this. I'm actually glad I'm doing this now, though, because this is probably one of the more difficult missions. Because it's so precise. They want you to get a really good time with the Wing Star. Oh, I actually made it up the hill. Kind of decent. But that's not the path I want to take. You definitely want to go the other way, because you can see my ghost got in front of me there. And if you somehow end up on the lower path, you can use those, I like to call them boingy pads, but they're not really that at all, because they kind of just propel you in the air, like a spring. But I don't know what you call them, if they are like some sort of spring pad or not. But they involve a mechanic using air boost, so I don't know what you call that for sure. Man, this is tough. Okay, 5th lap. If I don't do it by this lap, I'm going to just cut footage. And I'm going to do what I like to call... I hate doing quick spins. I'm going to do what I like to call the silent route. So basically what I'm going to end up doing is, if I can't do it by the end of this lap, which I don't think I'm going to with the way I'm maneuvering, I'm just going to cut it, and it'll show the right way how to do it, but I'm not going to have any commentary till like the very end when I actually succeed in doing it. So yeah, keep that in mind. I did not go the right way. That's going to cost me time. Yeah, this kind of sucks. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad I'm doing this now, because let's just get it over and done with. Don't think about going the other way. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Oh, I think I might make it here. I just might. Come on, you can do it, Kirby. Come on. Almost. Almost. Alright! We did it! Man, that was definitely worth something to celebrate over. And that's a really good free run lap time, I must say. But yes, here we go. All 3 of them completed. And I want to check something quick. I might be mistaken, but I could have swore the lap times were the same requirements. It's just with the exception... Okay, yeah, there it is. Free run, Beanstalk Park, finish 1 lap in under 58 seconds. And then if you go over here, do 1 lap in under 58 seconds on Wing Star. So it's essentially the same time. You might as well just do it with the Wing Star. And plus, yeah, you get the sound test for Beanstalk Park, which is a good song, by the way. I do like this one. Where was the other one? Oh, right above it. Finish 1 lap in under 1 minute 7 seconds. So yeah, here's what I like to describe that I said about earlier. So there's 2 times you have to beat for each course in free run for the standard with any air ride machine. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of crossing the finish line. There's like 1 general time, which is 1 minute 7 for Beanstalk Park. So that's pretty reasonable. Most air ride machines can do it in just a little over a minute, in my opinion. And then the other one, which right here, finish 1 lap in under 58 seconds. That's definitely difficult to pull off. But since the other one was do it with the Wing Star in 58 seconds, like I said, you might as well just use the Wing Star to complete all of that. Took 10 laps, but hey, if that's what it takes sometimes, then you can get it done. Okay, moving on. Next in free run is Machine Passage. We are definitely going to be using the Swerve Star for this one, and I'm going to use Green Kirby. Kind of goes with the cool look of the Swerve Star. This shouldn't be a problem. I think it's 57 seconds for this course. I might be wrong, but I'm basing this off of memory. Fairly positive. But just like with Beanstalk Park, there's 2 regular lap times, and then there's one that involves completing a lap with a specific air ride machine. Well, by coincidence, that happens to be the Swerve Star, so to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, just might as well use the machine for completing all the missions. And I don't know why someone wouldn't want to use the Swerve Star. I mean, this air ride machine's awesome enough. If I haven't emphasized that throughout this whole LP, there's something wrong with you. Just get this Swerve Star as soon as you can, and you will do great. I think that was all I needed to do, but let's do one more lap just to make sure. And stop doing quick spins. I hate it when you do that. I don't know that it matters if you take the upper path or the lower path right there. I tend to go up the upper path because I like the visual... how do I describe it? Okay, I am starting to draw a blank for some reason. What is it I'm trying to say? The upper path has like a tunnel with see-through windows that you can see outside. I kind of like the view, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I take the upper path a lot more often. We're doing pretty good here. Just don't hit those walls that flip out at you. Okay, yeah, I don't think I had to do any better than this, so I'm going to stop right here and see if we did pull it off or not. Yes! Wow, that was actually pretty generous, I thought. What's my record again? 50 seconds and 41 hundredths of a second. And I think they only wanted like 56 and 57. We got some prizes in the process too. Finish 1 lap in under a minute 5, and you get a new machine actually, Rocket Star. So we can definitely pull off a few more missions. Rocket Star, I think, yeah, come to think of it, I'm gonna need it for the next free run actually. And I will go ahead and apologize. I'll start by saying this right now. You're gonna see me going back and forth to the checklist, like during recordings. I really apologize about that. That's kind of like a habit of mine. Sorry if you heard that noise, but I had to close a file on my laptop. But yeah, the Rocket Star, there's better machines, but it's a cool gimmick. I just wish it would have worked out better. But let me see. I was gonna look for the other. Oh, finish 1 lap in under 56 seconds. And then didn't we get something for doing it with the Swerve Star? Was it up here? I really should have been paying attention. Oh, do 1 lap under 57 on Swerve Star. So yeah, that was pretty generous. That's not that difficult to pull off. So I didn't even need to bother showing off that second lap. Oops. What are you gonna do though? Okay, and then free run. There should be 1 mission, unless I don't have it revealed. Okay, finish 1 lap in under a minute 35. That's fairly generous for Checker Knights. I think the other one's like a minute 20. So let's take a look and see. Oh, here it is. Do 1 lap under a minute 25 on Rocket Star. So yeah, since we just unlocked the Rocket Star, we'll go ahead and demonstrate that, I guess. I have used it a good bit, so I should be used to it. We'll find out, I guess. Race over 300 laps, yeah, that might take a while. Okay, I don't see the mission for the other free run for Checker Knights, but that's probably because I don't have everything revealed either, so let's just skip it for now. I think it is a minute 20. I don't know if I can do it with the Rocket Star or not. I'm gonna say probably not, but we'll see what we can do. And I highly doubt we're going to be successful in the first lap, especially with the Rocket Star. But as you can see, on normal circumstances, the Rocket Star does not go very fast, but when I charge up, if you actually charge it where it gets up to the last meter, letting go of the boost... Oops, I guess you have to let it get close to the top, not just in the last meter. But yeah, you can charge. Yeah, I'm just going to mess around on this lap so I can show off this air ride machine. Rocket Star, it moves very slow. It only goes like 15 to 16 miles per hour on normal circumstances, which is pretty pathetic. But if you charge it up all the way and let go, it'll go up to about 50 miles per hour and fly that way till it collides with something. Oh, and you want to do charges while you're over the railing on that highlighted part, because it'll speed your air ride machine up when you're on the railing there. This is the underwater segment, by the way, for those who were curious. And I probably should have used the boost there, but again, we're just going to do trial and error here with this air ride machine. So overall, I really don't care for this. I like the gimmick behind it, but I really wish... Like, my complaint with it, first off, it is slow, but that's a given for this particular machine. But whenever it does charge up completely and you let go to give it that big oomph of a boost, it only stays fast for like barely a second or two. I wish it could have lasted longer than what it actually does. Oh, and it's also a terrible glider, if you couldn't tell. But it is enough to get over that railing, and I'll need to keep that in mind for when I actually do a lot better on this next lap here. See, I let go a little too early, and that's what cost me that. However, the boost panels do help with this air ride machine, I will say that. So when in doubt, use the terrain's features to your advantage. Probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Okay, so yeah, charge up when you get to this glowy part of the rail. And I think I'm going to skip that rail because if I'm not mistaken, when I did this before in the past, you actually don't even need to get on that rail with the Rocket Star because it'll actually do fine without it. I don't know that that worked out the way I wanted it to. Actually, I know it didn't. I'm making this look difficult, but it's actually not. Oh, I guess I should mention, try to avoid driving in the gravel part, because it will slow you down. So try to stay on the regular road, because the terrain will make it go faster. Whereas the gravel area makes you slow down, just like it did there. So yeah, that's what I had as far as my complaints go. Because the Rocket Star, it can charge up fast, it's just a matter of keeping that high speed for a while. Wow, I miraculously cleared one of the lap times. Even though I did terrible. Okay, we did a lot better there. I don't know if it's going to be enough to complete this mission or not. But yeah, the Rocket Star is a little bit unpredictable at the same time, I should mention. So it can either make or break the race for you. It's as far as getting those good speed boosts in the process as well. That's the other thing you got to keep in mind. See, I'm pretty sure I do not want to get on the railing. I might have been wrong about that, but oh well. Did it seriously just catch up with me, my ghost? It did, didn't it? Well, that sucks. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. This is the last course, though, so I'm going to take a little breather after I finish this. And the recording is getting a bit long anyway. It's already up to like 20 minutes, so I don't want it to go forever. I mean, there is some footage I'll be cutting out, so... But I think it's going to take about 20 minutes for this video. Why is it lagging? Okay, that was my game, that was not the computer. So you can blame that kind of technology. Don't blame the laptop. Blame Nintendo. Oh, that little ignorant... Ugh! That ghost got in front of me. Don't like that. That's another thing too. Whenever you turn with the Rocket Star, that boost tends to dramatically decrease as you make turns. Let's go ahead and try the rail, see if my hunch was right about that. Okay, maybe not. I think I should take the rail, actually. I must be getting it confused with a different air ride machine, because I know there's one that does better if you do not use the railing, and you just go the regular route. It might not be the Rocket Star, because it seems to have done okay without it. Okay, we are getting close with the Rocket Star, though. Time-wise, that is. I don't bother boosting here because the little boost that you get out of it isn't going to help. Now, right here, it does help, I think, but I should probably do it here so I don't drive through the gravel. Or, never mind, hitting the walls is just as ineffective. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes! Alright. Enough said. Now I'm going to go back and use a different air ride machine, because there is one that I have that is way better than Rocket Star. And that is actually the Wagon Star. You might think I'm joking, but no. This particular air ride machine does really awesome on Checker Nights. If I get lucky, I might only need to do one lap. And the Ghost is so far ahead of me because the Rocket Star had a propelling start with beginning the lap. That's another thing you want to keep in mind. The Rocket Star can start a lap tremendously fast if you cross the finish line right at the moment that your next lap begins. So, I know that probably didn't make any sense, but I tried, okay? Oh wait, for this, since the Wagon Star doesn't charge up with boost normally, you just want to tap the A button when you're on the shiny part of the rail. Okay, the Wagon Star will do fine here. Navigate those curves like a boss. Okay. And you definitely want to use these. I don't think there's any air ride machine where you don't want to use it. Well, maybe the Swerve Star, but the Wagon Star is better than the Swerve Star in this course, trust me. I played it enough to know this. Oh, I messed that up. Well, I guess we'll do another lap. Okay, and you don't want to hit the switches either, because it'll cause the barricade to rise up, and you'll run into it, slowing you down, and effectively, probably losing the race. Okay, now that the walls are cleared out, that probably won't slow me down either. That's another thing, you want to go through these shortcut tunnels. They definitely save you a lot of time, there's no question about that. But you might need to waste the first lap to just break them, because they can slow you down just trying to open them up. So yeah, you want to tap the A button, like just repeatedly tap it, because that'll definitely help out the Wagon Star there. Oh, maybe the Wagon Star is what did fine on there. Yeah, Wagon Star actually does fine around curves. It can handle that kind of action pretty well. So you don't have to worry about that too much if you use Wagon Star. So yeah, the Wagon Star, despite not charging and not being a great glider, it does make up for it with other good points. I mean, it does go faster than the Warp Star. It handles great. And instead of gliding, you just get like a little jump out of it whenever you use it. So like that. If I can leap that wall, that's what's causing me to lose lap time right there, is that wall. I don't think it's going to matter though, because that was 1:20 or less. So yes, with that done, Checker Nights, all the free run missions are clear. There's a few other scatter miscellaneous missions with other air ride machines, but there's some that I don't have yet, so I'm going to save them for another time. But that would probably... let me think. Yeah, that's pretty much about it for free run. We have this wonderful doohickey right here. Yeah, hear that? It's saying access denied to us. We'll get it eventually, though. I guess I should bring this up right before I close out this video. This course is actually Nebula Belt, so I'll go ahead and say that. None of the missions on the checklist require you to do this course, though, so it's kind of just a little extra that they threw in. Much with Top Ride, I kind of wish they would have had a few more courses. Since Air Ride's like the standard racing game. Probably would have benefited from having like a typical 16 track course, but you know, that's just me being wishful, desiring more than what's already presented, I guess you could say. I mean, I am really satisfied with the courses. I actually do like the selections they have. And actually, I know I said this before, ice courses I typically hate, but Frozen Hillside, there's a certain charm about it that I do like. But anyway, off topic there. Till next time, this is ToadinWonderland. I'm actually going to keep recording the video here, but to move on to more missions. But this video is going to end here, so till next time, this is ToadinWonderland. I'll see you guys back with more of Let's Play Kirby Air Ride. See you guys later.